When it comes to the marketing techniques, what have you found to be the best ways to market children's books?
Oh, well, it's very difficult. You do all the things that adult people do. I do Amazon ads. I do look for reviewers to make sure that when a book comes out, it has as many reviews as possible. I do all of those same sorts of things, and they sometimes they work for children's books and sometimes not. It just varies. And so knowing that I'm looking for teachers, a lot of times I'll do guides to using the book in the classroom, that sort of thing. Like if it's for a science classroom, I will talk about, for example, one of the things kids learn in about second grade. Well, in the U.S., there's a national science standards. So you go to those and you go in the second grade, the kids have to learn that the life cycle of a plant. It starts with a seed, it grows, then it has fruit. And so I would do lesson plans for the teachers that has that sort of thing. And that works sometimes. And then the other thing I do, I know this is crazy, but I look for awards from Teachers Association. So I have 5 National Science Teachers Association Outstanding Science Trade Books of the Year. So I'm looking for those places where teachers are specifically looking at children's books to use in the classroom and going, these are some great ones. And I find that helps me a lot.
Do you ever, pre-COVID, go into classrooms and teach workshops or just work with the children and read the book with them, that sort of thing?
Sure. I think every children's book author does that some. I do less of it than I used to. As a publisher, I take on the role of looking for bigger sales. So I am looking more for a sale of 1,000 books, not for a speaking fee and selling 20 books, that kind of thing. So I'm looking more for opportunities for special sales. So for example, a school maybe, well, in the middle of COVID, one school asked if I could sell them 1,450 books. They wanted to give a book to each 4th grade student for summer reading. So yeah, I'm looking for those sorts of things when possible, rather than spending time in a classroom, because you can't scale that up. There's only so many days you can spend in the classroom. I'm looking for bigger sales than that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anything that you've found to be ineffective in terms of marketing your books?
Everything. I can tell you more ineffective things than I can effective things. Basically, any kind of display ads. So there are lots of magazines that target children's books, and I find those to be totally ineffective. Or I can't attribute sales to that ad. So why would I spend $1,000 doing that when I could spend that 1,000 on Amazon ads and I know that I've made sales? I do find that what works for adults fiction does not necessarily work for children. So you just have to test it. So when I read an article, this is a great new way to market, I go, okay, I'll try it once. And if it doesn't work, I won't repeat it. But basically, the display ads I will never do. They just don't work. Some things like we have NetGalley and Edelweiss are 2 different ways to send out digital ARCs, advanced reader copies. I find that Edelweiss works better for me than NetGalley for children's books. NetGalley seems to be more focused outward towards the public. Edelweiss is more focused inwards towards librarians and booksellers. And I find I do better on Edelweiss than I do NetGalley, that sort of thing. But that's not something you can predict. In other words, I do lots and lots of experimentation and lots of failures. Probably 80% of what I try fails. But when it works, it works.
Yeah. How long do you give something before you go, nope, this isn't working, it's time to spend my energy elsewhere?
Oh, not very long. I need to see sales, Right now I'm trying a few TikTok ads and I'm getting traffic, but no sales. So I don't know how much longer I'll try it.